Hey guys, this is Cesar from Day Trader Day. I wanted to make a quick video on support and resistance and how I look for them, right? So let's get to it. I believe it is the fundamental of trading. It is very important, right? You want to know where the resistance is because that's where price most than likely can fail or will fail, right? And we know where support is, so you can know where you can expect a bounce or maybe even take an entry, right? So let's get started. So I always check for support and resistance on the higher time frame. So like for example the daily and the weekly, right? So right now this will be the weekly, right? So um, it's always important to know the higher time frames because the higher the time frame, the more significant they are, right? So you can see this was our last previous resistance at this level. So what I would do is I mark it off, right? For Thinkorswim, there is this drawing called price level. You click on it and you draw it on, right? So um, what will be our next resistance? I would say this one right here because this is the next highest, right? So we're right at it right now. So there's a chance CEI could reject here, right? Because this is very strong resistance. So we'll see. And then I just zoom in into the smaller time frame. So I go on the daily and I start looking, right? Basically, we are over resistance, right? And if needed, I draw the last previous resistance, which was here, right? So one thing I want you to understand is that resistance once broken becomes support, right? So there's a chance that if CI pulls back to 310, this resistance, well, once used to be resistance, will now act as support and CI could possibly bounce, right? If not, if it fails here, it'll probably come at 187, hold if it's strong support, and then probably bounce, right? So that is CEI and how I play support and resistance. Take this same concept and apply it in a smaller time frame, right? So for example, 5 minute. Same thing, right? Look at where price rejected. So resistance right here is where price rejected. I will draw a line here, and then let's say you start looking at this seems like a significant support, right? Price came down here and held, so I will draw this on. And now what we have is levels, right, that we can check and see whether they will hold or not, right? For example, if this doesn't hold, it can probably come down to like 328 or 310, which will be our next level, right? So this is how I determine support and resistance, right? Support is where buying happens, resistance is where selling happens, right? So that's very important, right?